Shikamaru Nara, the one and only lazy punk.
Mendokse.
How we doing, everybody? I'm Benty, and today we're going to be talking about the lazy genius we all love from Naruto, Shikamaru Nara. For those of you that have watched Naruto, you know that Shikamaru is just as lazy as he is smart, and he takes a lot of pride in his laziness, especially when he was a young genin. Shikamaru is always looking for ways to solve his problems in the laziest ways possible, and always complains when he has to do work. Now you might be asking yourself,
Benty, what does Shikamaru have anything to do with being a Sigma male? I don't even know what a Sigma male is.
Well, I'm glad you asked. A Sigma male is a popular and successful but highly independent and self-reliable man. In basic terms, a Sigma male is in the middle between an alpha and beta male and also has the traits of both. A Sigma male doesn't care about what anyone thinks about him and acts on his own accord like an alpha male, but wants to be left alone and unbothered, antisocial if you will, like a stereotypical beta male. The reason why I group Shikamaru as a Sigma male is for the fact that his general tactician-like mindset allows him to dominate the battlefields, while at the same time he likes to be left alone and be unbothered by anything that goes around him. Let me give you a couple examples. Number 1, Shikamaru vs. Kin tuning exams. It's the first 3 rounds of the tuning exams, and Shikamaru has to fight the girl from the hidden sound village named Kin. As the fight goes on, Shikamaru catches on to her abilities and tells her what he's gonna do. Once Kin reveals what her true abilities are, Shikamaru is shocked, or in my opinion, he pretends to be. Kin up until this point is hellbent on killing Shikamaru, which by the way is completely legal and legitimate in the tuning exams. Shikamaru uses Kin's hellbent killing mindset as a way to get through to her. In the end, he ends up connecting his shadow to Kin's through her own strings, and makes her bang the back of her head into a wall. Here's the lesson in this scenario. Shikamaru made his opponent think that she had the upper hand and acted dumb as if he didn't know what was going on. But in reality, Shikamaru was pulling the strings all along. No pun intended. How does this relate to being a Sigma male? Sigma males, even though they're the middle ground between an alpha and beta, they have the traits of both. Shikamaru, like an alpha, puts a plan of action into motion without causing too much attention to himself and was prepared to die for it, while at the same time acted scared and intimidated like a quote-unquote typical beta to make his opponent soften up. Also, in the beginning of the match, Shikamaru was being cheered on by Ino and he just paid no mind to her, which I thought it would be funny to include that in all honesty.
Guess it's me. Okay.
Ino could be a bit annoying at times. Number 2, Shikamaru vs. Temari tuning exams. Shikamaru was supposed to fight Dosu from the hidden sound village, but my boy Gaara had other plans. Instead, Shikamaru ended up fighting Temari instead. Now, Temari is the second opponent that Shikamaru has to fight, and she so happens to be a girl. Shikamaru finds this to be a drag and doesn't want to go through with the match, but Naruto decides to accidentally push Shikamaru God knows how many feet down into the arena. Yo, how did a 12-year-old survive a fall like that? Like, what the fuck? The crowd boos and throws stuff at Shikamaru for not being interested in doing the match, and seemingly for Shikamaru wanting to back out in the first place. Pay attention to how Shikamaru reacts in this situation.
Well, if that's the way they're gonna be, maybe I won't give them a match at all. Why knock myself out for them?
Like I said in the beginning of this video, a Sigma male doesn't care what anyone thinks about him. And when he was thinking about it, Shikamaru's mind was very calm and not bitter and enraged towards the crowd. Most people put into this scenario would not be able to take the amount of judgment placed onto them by so many people. In this case, hundreds of people who are not only booing and insulting you, but are also pelting you constantly with trash and food. However, your boy Shikamaru couldn't care less about what other people think about him and just went about the match anyway. Towards the end of the match, Shikamaru traps Temari into his signature shadow possession jutsu and looks like he's about to deliver a final blow to Temari's head as he raises up his hand. Instead, Shikamaru does this.
Okay, that's it. I give up.
Huh?
At one moment, the crowd stopped berating Shikamaru but were in complete awe when he did what he did, then they got right back to berating him, this time hurling insults and comments of disbelief at his choice.
He what? You gotta be kidding me!
Shikamaru took the time to explain to temari on why he made the decision that he made, and while it may seem trivial and dumb in this fighting scenario, in the real world, Shikamaru would have been doomed. And he knew that. Shikamaru knew his limits and knew that he couldn't win, and the village elders took note of this. My point in saying all this is that Shikamaru saw the bigger picture by the match's end, and while the overwhelming majority of people were against his decision, including Naruto, Shikamaru still didn't reverse his decision just to please them. A typical Sigma male doesn't reverse his decision just because people told him to. He knows that he was in the complete right and ignores the hate and keeps on moving in the direction that he wants to go. This sounds like what an alpha male would do, but remember, Sigma males would have a tendency to do as they wish and mind their own business. Shikamaru tends to mind his own business and usually doesn't want to get himself into any trouble or anything at all. From the start of the 4th Great Ninja War up until Boruto's current state, Shikamaru rarely, and if not at all, says his signature catchphrase "Mendokse" or "what a drag" anymore. Regardless, Shikamaru grew up from being a lazy but smart Sigma male to a chill but determined alpha male, which I think is honestly amazing to see. Let me know your favorite Shikamaru moments in the comment section and what anime characters you want me to make a video on next. If you enjoyed, smash that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.
There's someone that Temari already likes, you know.
Yeah, she's in demand.